Hello everyone, welcome back to another Agent of Mischief sim build. However, today's build is a special build. That's because this is actually part 1 of the first episode of my sim series, Newcrest Dream. In this series, I'll be doing a cross between 2 different challenges, the Newcrest Challenge and the Dream House Challenge. I've talked a lot about starting this series within the last several videos, and now we're here. So, let's get started. In part 1, which you are watching now, I will be building the Dream House in Newcrest, which I've called Hollywood Dream because of the style of house. I took a lot of inspiration from the house designs for a Beverly Hills style house, and I'm really proud of the final result. And yes, there are a significant amount of CC or mods used to build this. So if you're looking to download this from the gallery, you will have to find the mods online, most of which I got from the sim resource. I know the lights I mostly use in the house, which they're probably my new favorite modded item or furnishing item. They're called the Edison lights. They are from there, as well as probably a majority of the furniture. In part 2, I'll be doing another build. I'll start it with another build, but instead of a normal build, this is going to be the starter that my Sims will be playing in before they move into this dream house. Part 2 will also introduce you to the Sims we will be following. Their names are Alana Woodward, Wesley Greenfield, and Sarah Jenkins. As I mentioned before, Alana and Wesley were created from a Breed Out the Weird challenge, and Sarah somehow got thrown into the mix because I realized a little too late that you can't really delete babies in casts. So I kind of messed up by snagging a family from my Breed Out the Weird challenge that had a baby in it. Anyway, so after realizing I couldn't really delete it out, I kind of decided to run with it in this kind of interesting story I thought of. Hold on. Well, that's strange. I seem to have... When I edited the video yesterday, it seems to have cut out a significant swath of time, because originally, when I had set up this story, I had originally planned on this all being one episode, and then I had to retrack because building the dream house took so long that when I edited down the video, it took 39 minutes, like 40 minutes. And so I figured, all right, I can just do part 1 and part 2. So maybe I can do it in one part, because for some reason the video has just deleted like maybe 20 minutes of play, maybe more. Let me see here. Yeah, it's already down to where I'm furnishing the upstairs. Well, this is a little annoying, but I do have sorry that it's all gone. That's really annoying. I do have pictures to show everybody what it's gonna look like once you're inside the house, so since we've missed all of it, that really sucks. Well, sorry about that. Anyway, back to what I was going to talk about with it being part 2. Again, I'll be starting with another build, which again, this might be in the same video, so as soon as this is done, I'm going to have to double check and see what's going on, but as soon as this is done, I will be double checking to see if I put everything in one video. So part 2 will essentially be starting with the second build, and then I'll be introducing our new Sims, Alana, Wesley, and Sarah, and going into going into their dreams and all that, what they're like, and kind of some plots that I have kind of created for them. So anyway, because Sarah was a baby from another sim family that I downloaded off the gallery, but I was able to delete the father because I think I used the mother in the Breed Out the Weird challenge. the baby remained. So if Sarah Jenkins is your sim, thanks. I'm borrowing her for this, or I'm using her for this. I'll play with her in this plotline. I've kind of created a somewhat side story of Sarah Jenkins as a baby who has tragically lost her parents, and Alana and Wesley, two sims who don't know each other at all, are tasked, or they don't know each other all that well. I think they're supposed to be acquaintances. Anyway, they are tasked with raising her, inheriting the Jenkins household to raise their best friend's baby. I plan to end part 2 after Sarah becomes a toddler. That way we can start moving on to other storylines. Again, I think I already mentioned it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it while it's on my mind. I had originally planned on having this all be one episode. Hopefully that's the case. Otherwise, I don't know. The thing was, when I was editing down the video yesterday, I got it down to 40 minutes. The entire playtime of building this whole house was 78 hours of total play, which is kind of ridiculous when you think about it, just how much detail was put into this. I usually can whip out a very large house rather quickly, but that was when they were all kind of sad looking. So I'm really happy with the attention to detail I was able to put into this house. It looks a lot better for it. I really appreciate it a lot more because I was able to put in so much detail with it. So back to the meat of the series. I said earlier that I was going to do a mix between a Newcrest challenge and a Dreamhouse challenge. For those of you who don't know, the Newcrest challenge is where you have a sim build up the whole neighborhood or town of Newcrest. The Dreamhouse challenge is probably more familiar to most of you, as I've seen a few Dreamhouse challenge series on YouTube. But I'll go ahead and explain it anyway. The Dreamhouse challenge is where you build a magnificent house, which is what we're building right now. And then when you play with your sims, you have to earn enough money to buy that house in game. Now, this house, where it's currently set, is priced at 299,000 simoleons. So it's going to be a little while before we even get to this house, but in the meantime, I do have some ideas of where to take these sims before we get there. You'll be hearing more about them in part 2, or really the end of the video if this is doing what I think it's actually going to be doing. Because I really want your input on where these sims should go. I really want your input on romantic storylines, if you think two certain sims should really get together, or if they shouldn't, or if there should be something crazy that happens to them. I really want to know what you think. Some things that will help with keeping the storyline going, or keeping it a little more natural, at least I think, to my series, is I've downloaded the MCC Command Center, which will significantly help the storyline progression, as I've read, and I've actually played a little bit with it, and yeah, it does do a lot of good. It works really well if you're doing a series like this and you really want the progression to go a certain way, and you want some actions to be kind of more realistic or natural. I've already gone ahead and set the world standards on here from within MCC, from risky woohoos to NPC population control to even alien abductions and vampire turn rates. I should note the game packs I'm playing with are Vampires Get Together, Get Famous, Parenthood Get to Work. Really, the only game packs I don't have are the New Strangerville pack, any of the Vacation or Explorer packs, and a good chunk of the Sim Stuff packs, like Spa Day and Laundry Day. I've thought about getting those, but they need to go on sale before I can get them, sadly. If the series kind of takes out, I'll most likely add them to the series. I really want Spa Day. Laundry Day seems kind of cool, but one of the ones I really want is Spa Day, and I also really want the Strangerville pack, mostly because I really want that military career. I think that'd be really fun to play with. And let's see here. So right now I'm just doing the upstairs bedrooms. At least that's where I'm seeing on my thing, on my screen. Again, if I'm able to edit this, it'll turn out a little differently. So yeah, most of the beds I did put on. There was a mod that I downloaded that I really love for these beds. It's called the Comfy Comforter mod. They all look really cool, and they had them. I think I got them from the Sims resource, but I might have got them from Sim File Share or something. And like I was able to download them all in bulk, so I have like a huge selection of comforters, which whoever made that mod, thank you. Beds in The Sims did not look normal to me, and you've made them look normal again. So yeah, this is the last bedroom I'm working on. I have some screenshots that towards the end that will kind of help with how everything looks, give you a good idea of how it will look for your Sims when they're walking through the house. I don't know, it's just kind of strange. I'm really baffled. I thought I would have more time to go into details of why I picked certain things and why I'm putting what where, but this kind of huge chunk of time that was erased from the video is baffling me. I'm just, my mind is not where it should be right now. So yeah, those are the Edison lights I'm putting in just above that desk, and again, I love them. I think they look really cool. And I've used them like in most of the rooms in the house. I really love them. I think I noted that this house, it is in the gallery. It's under Hollywood Dream, so if you want to play it, you can play with it. But I don't. I also don't have an issue if you send me pictures of, hey, look, my Sims are already in this house. Isn't it cool? Sure, whatever. I'm not too particular about it. I just think it'd be really fun to play with it, and that's why I went ahead and put it on the gallery. Yeah, most of the furniture in here is modded, so if you don't have these mods, you're gonna have some difficulty. For this art studio, there was an art studio mod that had like a bunch of decorations and easels and just stuff that a normal artist would have, like different paint palettes and different color paints and all that, different swatches and like a sketchbook and all that. So I thought that would be really cool to just have there. I'm a little bummed because there's the bar, the kitchen. I was really proud of how the kitchen turned out. And the dining room was kind of meh, but there wasn't all that much I could do with it. The bar looks really cool. Really cool. I'm really excited with the bar. And the library is probably my favorite place, which I kind of just like skimmed over, but that would be where I would spend most of my time. I think it just looks fabulous. So, yeah, this is the master bedroom. I did a master on main because I'm figuring this is where whoever ends up getting into this house, if it's Alana or Wesley or both, I don't know. That also depends on where the game ends up going. It depends on other plot lines. When they're older, it's a lot nicer to have your master bedroom on the main. That seems to be kind of the way people like to go. So I have it just off of the family room area. Yeah, putting those bushes on the outside. I'm a little upset you didn't get to see the fountain detail or the fountain feature, but I've got a little fountain in the courtyard area. And you got dual staircases going up. Because I kind of like those cascading staircases. And there's an indoor pool downstairs. And there's cool detailing that I put in downstairs. There's also a bathroom. So once you're done exercising in the pool, you can take a bath. or whatever. I did think about putting a little game room down there, like a little bonus room, but kind of felt that if you have a pool is pretty much all you really need. So yeah, yeah, just decorating the bathroom right now and getting it all nice. And that bathroom is like the last thing I do with the house, I believe, instead. And I don't put much in I did think about putting in like a swan diving thing, like a little dive board area, but that was it. So yeah, that's everything. I'll go ahead and I'll load in the pictures so you can see. And if the time is still if it's under 20 minutes, I'll go ahead and put in part 2, and I'll do kind of detailing so you know this is part 2. But hopefully that one didn't have a significant detail cut out of it. But yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this Hollywood dream house. Really, it should be called the Newcrest Dream house, but and maybe I'll go and rename it, but that's kind of what it is. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in part 2.